Let's start with the ghost plant. Alright, so it has some flowers here growing already. What's cool about this plant is that it doesn't need much attention, it doesn't need much water, it grows very easily. I actually found just a flower in the ground and and then I picked it up and planted, and it grew very quickly, very easily. So it's a great plant to have, and it comes from Mexico. This one right here is carnation. I didn't have much success with it because I planted it originally in a more shadowy area, and this is shadowy area as well, but it's growing better. But it's because I think it's planted in the ground this time. Now, this is a fake strawberry, and this people tend to kill it. They don't like it to see it even in their garden, but since I know that it has medicinal properties, it's very healthy plant, I definitely do not want to kill it or get rid of it, so I'm letting it be where it wants to be. The next one right here is armeria maritima, and I love this little plant. It has a lot of flowers usually. Now it has only one because it's very unlucky. It's planted in a bad place because and the reason why I have all these rocks here is because I have problem with pests. I have some mice that love to dig here, and because of that I lost a lot of soil. Because of these tunnels, they end up going somewhere, and I lose a lot of soil, a lot of rocks, and then that's what happened. It was eaten by mice, some flowers and some plants, because it wanted to make a hole, dig a hole here, because it's used to that, and then it caused the problem. This is thyme. Hello, little one. Okay, so this is thyme. I love thyme. I don't know about you. I love the smell of it. It reminds me of the mountains, and everything that reminds me of the mountains is welcomed in my garden. And this is a very sad orange tree. This time it's finally showing some progress. It's showing fruits. I had a lot of difficulty with it. You have to feed it a lot. When I got it, it was sick, and and I keep changing its location because it just doesn't want to grow very well here for some reason. This one right here is tree aeonium, and I mean, this is a good plant. I love it. It grows easily. I think because it comes from Mexico, as far as I know, or South America, it's not very happy with too much water. But the problem that I noticed with it is that the plant bugs love it. So because of that, I recommend having near it this. It just grows by itself everywhere in my garden now. It just grows like crazy. And what's good about it is that it protects other plants, people say. But it's very sad to see it like this. It looks like this because, as you can see, I keep killing these bugs. Sometimes with a finger, sometimes... and there it is. There's one. Now, because there's more sun, less... Oh, here we go. So as you can see there, this is a white, like a clay or soil that protects plants, and it just kills insects, some insects. So you have to be careful not to put too much. You don't want to kill everything, right? Especially not bees. But I use it because it's eco-friendly and animals can eat it and people can eat it. Now this is snapdragon. I love this one. I have them in different colors. I planted it a long time ago, but they keep coming every year on their own. Occasionally I have to, of course, clean it. I have to take the dry ones, but the seeds, the dried seeds, you can spread them and they will grow, and they can grow really tall. Well, this one looks very healthy, but the caterpillars love them, so you have to be careful. I mean, you have to pay attention to that problem. This is Aztec marigold. It's a beautiful plant from Mexico, and supposedly they used it for medicinal purposes. I haven't researched which one, so maybe one day I will know more. I have a lot of lizards. They feel like at home here. I hope that the duck won't eat them. This is calendula, and I don't really pick it now because I have a lot of tea and I don't really need it now. And I want to see more of them before I pick the flowers. I was very lucky with it because at first I lost it one year and I never replanted it, but then it grew by itself out of sudden one year and surprised me. What a beautiful surprise. This is a Hottentot fig. In a way it's an invasive plant, but I took a little piece of it and I didn't expect this. I mean, I didn't expect it to grow so much, but it did. Now we have a few flowers, but as you can see, there were many before they grew. Spring, there were dozens of them. This is a beautiful lavender cotton. I love this plant. I love the smell, like the thyme. It has this mountain scent. It reminds me of Tara. Tara is a mountain in Serbia where I saw it grow. Of course, this is aloe vera. One kind of aloe vera I have, and this is another one. This is sweet Allison. Of course, it's called sweet because of its sweet smell. It smells like honey, and definitely bees love it. This is salvia or sage. It doesn't grow much here because I planted it not in the best location because there is this huge lavender growing right next to it and it has a shade from it, so I have to cut lavender quite frequently because of that. These are sunflowers I planted, and as you can see there is this whitish powderish soil. It's a kind of soil that protects from pests. Again, it's very eco-friendly, so it's good, but yeah, don't exceed with it. This is sakasiri or Indian henna. Very little one. This is wisteria. As you can notice that it's huge. Yeah, it looks like a huge bush. I have to cut it very frequently now because it just grows insanely. First it blossoms beautifully and we all love the blossom, but when it starts growing the leaves, it is uncontrollable. These are blackberries. I love eating them, but it also grows like crazy. This is hydrangea macrophylla, and it comes from China. They said that it will grow like crazy, but so far so good. Whereas the nightshade, the jasmine nightshade, which doesn't have a smell, so in my opinion it's like a fake jasmine. Well, this one I don't recommend planting because it's destroying my fence. As you can see, it's kind of bending it. It's very, very, very powerful. Just look at that. It's absolutely like a tree. I mean, look how thick it is. And of course, hortensia. Everybody has that in the garden nowadays. It comes from Japan. And this is Veronica speciosa, but right now it doesn't have flowers. But when it does, it comes from New Zealand, and it's definitely absolutely stunning. I mean, one of the prettiest flowers I have in the garden, I must say. This one also comes from Japan. This one has a funny name. It's called Japanese cheesewood. And it has flowers, and when it does, you will see all sorts of bees here. Not one kind. I mean, like everything. Everything comes here. It's just like a magnet. It attracts all bees. So if you want to see more bees, then you have to plant this bush. I mean, I promise you will not be disappointed. It can grow like a tree, and it can be like a bush. At the moment, it doesn't look very much like a bush. I think it's more like a tree. This is hibiscus. At the moment, it doesn't look like hibiscus, but it will have a beautiful big pink flower. This is a fig. This is an Irish strawberry. It has some fruits. Here we go. There's some fruits. So this is autumn lily. It grows everywhere here in Spain. Like maybe that's why they call it Kaya lily, like Kaya, like the street. I'm not sure. Just wild guess. This is a swamp flax. It comes from New Zealand. This is a Virginia the creeper. And Virginia the creeper has some flowers coming up. Maybe soon. We'll see some. And this is oregano. I always let it grow like wild, and I always see the flowers on it. At the moment, we don't see the flowers, but we see the little buds. There we go. Yeah, this is better. So, these are the buds. So the Indian cress, yeah, it's growing everywhere as I said, but yes, you have to be aware that it's going to suffer a lot because the bugs love it. They like to drink its juice. As you can see, I have, oh, doesn't look so great. At some moment it does until the bugs take over, kill it, literally. But it will protect, as you can see. Like I usually had this one full of those bugs before. Now none, not even one. Let me see, just in case. No, this is not the bug. Okay, it's dirt. Yeah, it's like it's protected by this one, Indian cress. So let's see if I can find. Here we are. Those bugs, the slugs eat it, of course. I have a lot of slugs here because I live in Cantabria, in the north of Spain. And here it's very humid. We get a lot of rain, and thanks to the rain, we have a lot of slugs. So ducks are perfect companion in these gardens. Here I have water lily, and I can see some water lily buds here in the water. And so soon I will have a water lily, and I think it's kind of pinkish if I remember well. I also have a passion flower, passion fruit. There we go. Nectarines. It's like a rose. They say it's a rose family. But it's the first one to blossom in spring, and it looks stunning. It looks really pretty.